We're Sarah and Ben. We're on an Arctic adventure exploring the extreme north of Europe.
Welcome back to Diamonds on Tour. We've been here in Vardø for a couple of days now, but today we're taking the short boat trip out to Hornøya Island.
This is our ride out to the island.
Perched off mainland Norway's easternmost point, Hornøya is the jewel in Varanger's natural crown. A wild island inhabited by 80,000 seabirds, hunted by eagles and protected as a nature reserve since 1983. Situated as far north as Point Barrow, Alaska, and further east than Istanbul and Cairo, Hornøya is the last piece of Norwegian soil before the vast expanse of the Barents Sea. A visit to Hornøya is a visit to one of the wildest, most extreme places in the world, yet it is still relatively easily accessible.
Before you even set foot on the island, we could hear the crescendo of bird calls building to a level we had never heard before. And we had not yet seen a puffin either. That was soon to change.
Can't believe this place.
Oh Ben, look at the puffins! Look at the puffins on that path! The boat took just 10 minutes to reach Hornøya from Vardø harbour. In the main season they use a larger boat, but for now this smaller boat's just great. The return trip cost 600 Norwegian kroner, which is about 44 English pounds per person, which it really is great value with so few people able to visit and such important conservation work needed. The guy that drove the boat was great too. The huge colony of seabirds of up to 11 breeding species make for a noisy, smelly, spectacular experience. But to be fair, it wasn't actually that smelly. When we visited a sea lion colony at the Sea of Cortez in Mexico during a scuba diving trip, it was far worse than any smell from these birds, believe you me. Oh dear.
Lots of people, well, lots. I guess there's probably been about 12 people dropped off here during the course of the day, maybe. And so it's not a lot, is it really? But they're all, most of them, around where the boat dropped them, I think. So this is, we've come off the beaten track a little bit. We decided there wasn't so much to see this side, so we're heading back now over our snowy path. This is a particularly steep little path bit here, but guess what I've got on that I didn't have on when we went to see Pulpit Rock a few videos ago. Well, I've got my spikes on and they're a dream, I have to say, an absolute dream. So I'm feeling very confident. Let's just see what happens when I walk down here. Yeah, we recommend these things. Cheap they were, I think, off Amazon. Very good find.
The bird cliff is dominated by common guillemot, kittiwake, Atlantic puffin and razorbill. Around 500 pairs of Brunnich guillemots breed between the common guillemots, selecting the steepest cliff faces to lay their eggs. During the seabird breeding season, visitors to Hornøya have a good chance of seeing white-tailed eagle and gerfalcon hunting the birds on the cliff. We thankfully didn't see any of these, and we're quite pleased about that because we didn't want to see any of these birds being eaten by eagles. Along with the birds, Hornøya is also a great place to spot grey seals, orca, and in the summer there's also the rare chance of seeing beluga whales. Hornøya is open to the public, but due to its status as a nature reserve, visitors must stay within the designated areas during the breeding season, and it's forbidden to pick plants or interfere with the wildlife of the island. Next to Hornøya is the island of Vardø, which is now an off-limits part of the nature reserve. Hornøya Bird Cliff is a must visit. Photo opportunities are brilliant. You'll really want a long lens on your camera, but even with wide-angle lenses or an iPhone, you'll still capture some incredible shots. It's remarkable that the birds don't seem to be worried about people walking just a metre away. They just don't budge. Make sure you bring sufficient camera batteries and memory cards. We got through loads. You know that little place in town where you saw earlier where people met and had a chat? This is the bird equivalent. Little chat here. Yeah, in charge.
island in the background on the satellite phone.
There's not too much that way. We went quite a bit of a wait there, but it's sort of like peaking out a bit really.
Well, this is Sarah's friend Roger, who we're sat next to eating our picnic below this incredible scene with tens of thousands of birds. What an astonishing place this is. Bit more hanky-panky going on. Well, sadly we could only stay on the island for about 4 hours. Hornøya, we will be back someday, but for now we're back on the boat and heading over to Vardø harbour and to the van for the next leg in our journey.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. In Vardø. Oh, definitely the end of the road, darling. Look at that. Yeah. You ain't going anywhere else.
Lovely view of Hornøya.
Yeah. Look at that lovely view.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's really special,
That
isn't
is
it?
incredible.
What a view across the Barents Sea. Actually, there is quite quite a population, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
When you see it like this.
It's definitely a town.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a town. It's not a village. And I don't know whether you can see that because that's a bit too far, but there's the mainland. Oh, there we go. We can see the mainland that way. I'm going to turn that way anyway. Giving you a little tour here. It's very nice.
Older building, yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? That is an interesting building. I don't know what that's all about. I'm sure that was something quite special actually. Very. 2 people on their kickers. Sleddy things that if you're going downhill, you can put your 2 feet on the slidey bits. If you're on the flat, you need to push with one leg, just like a scooter really. Ladies didn't realise we were coming. You don't have walls in these places, you have mounds of snow for walls. Well, this time of year anyway. So they just have 2 seasons here. They have winter and then they have summer. Just everything within a matter of a couple of weeks, everything disappears. And the snow, I mean. And then they're in summer. That said, it never gets really warm, but they do get nice sunshine and looming over the town of the Globus. You can see that radar station up there.
The official line is that this radar station is monitoring objects in space, but in 2000, during a storm, the protective dome was torn off and uncovered the Globus 2 radar dish. It was then obvious that it was pointing directly towards Russia. A local newspaper editor commented, "I'm not an expert, but I thought space was in the sky." Official comments claimed that the radar was still being tested and that it being pointed towards Russia was a pure coincidence. Yeah, right. Of course it is.
Now we're going off back, leaving the lovely Vardø behind, back into our tunnel. No, I can't. Vardø Airport over there. Amazing. Got their own airport. And I said it was a village. The red posts at the side of both sides of the road are used to indicate the road because you can imagine if it snowed, you just wouldn't actually know where the road was.
We drove through the tunnel back onto the mainland from Vardø, and then we've actually turned right, so we're heading north again on the Varanger Peninsula, because up here is a town called Hamningberg, which was actually abandoned many years ago because it's very remote, and the drive to it is supposedly one of the most incredible drives that you can do. However, I think the road to it is closed at this time of year, but we're going to go and have a quick look up here just to see where this road goes so that we can check out the barrier, which I think will be down, stopping us getting any further. Right, I think
No barrier.
this might well be as far as we get. Yeah. Yeah, so that is where the road should go, but it's 6 feet under snow. Yeah. Yeah, that was a seriously closed road, wasn't it? The Hamningberg Road.
Yeah. Seriously.
awesome, doesn't it, with the snow coming out? Look at that, with the wind blowing the snow. Fantastic. What a place. Yeah, it is. I'm just going to stop here. And now this is where the road to Hamningberg goes. Can you see that yellow sign over there? And past that house. But there is a small matter of this lump of snow in front of us here. So we're not going up there today. What a lovely place to be out just walking your dog. Nice morning stroll. Now we're leaving Vardø and the Varanger Peninsula. I think this is a place we will definitely return to someday. Now we have a 340-mile drive on this road in the stunning Arctic wilderness, all the way to the most northern places possible to drive in Europe, Nordkap or the North Cape. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and check back next week when you can see what happened when the road went from this to this.